Welcome to Python Programming Language video tutorials by Shine India Pvt Limited. I am your Posubabu Sir, Technical Quant Logical Reasoning Trainer. In this presentation, I would like to discuss a program using a while loop. Without wasting our time, let us see the problem statement. Now, this is what the problem statement. So let me execute this program using while loop. Prior to that, let us understand this problem statement. So we should write a program that takes input from the user in the form of a positive integer n. So which means we have to read this n value from the user. And we have to print sum of the first n natural numbers. Now let us see sample input. Here, n value given by the user as 5. Which means we have to identify the sum of the first 5 natural numbers. Now, which means what? 1. What are the first 5 natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to add these numbers. And in this way, you are getting the output as 15. You could verify 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 3, 12, and 12 plus 2, 14, plus 1, 15. So the output is 15. In the second sample test case, if you see n value given as 10, which means we have to identify first 10 natural numbers. So if you are adding all these numbers, then it becomes 55. Now this program, you could execute it not only in while loop, you may execute it even using for loop. Since for loop is not yet completed, right? I am going to execute it using while loop, right? And you may answer without using the loops also. As we are familiar with some of the first n natural numbers formula, that is n into n plus 1 by 2. So this formula, you could use it in order to get your output. Now, let us go for my paint and then explain the approach. Now, let us see the approach to execute this program. Now, n value, we have to read it from the user, which means you have to write int of input here, right? So, for example, assume that n value given by the user as 5. This is what my assumption, which means we have to identify some of these 5 natural numbers, right? So instead of creating one more variable, I am going to use this one as my loop variable, right? So now you could see here. So I told you already there are 3 important points you have to remember while you are executing while loop. That is loop variable initialization or initialization of loop variable. And the next one is condition for termination. And the third one is updating loop variable, right? So these are the 3 points will be very useful to us, right? Now I have taken n value as 5, which means I need to find 5 natural number sum. Now, what is our ultimate aim here? So in this problem statement, we are asking us to find out sum of sum of 5 these natural numbers. Since n equal to 5, sum of the 5 natural numbers we have to find out. So for that, I'm going to take one more variable here, that is a sum. Initially, I'm going to assume that the sum is 0, right? Now, let us write the condition for termination. So in this case, what I'm going to do is the condition where you will write beside while. So write while and then write the condition here. So the condition is what I'm writing here is n greater than or equal to 1. So why I'm going to stop at 1? So terminating at 1, because I need to find out the first 5 natural numbers. So which means first iteration 5 will come, in the next iteration 4, next iteration 3, 2, and then 1. When it reaches 1, I'm going to out of this loop, right? So that is what the condition I have written. Now, what I am going to do here is, so I am going to update the sum here. So sum equal to sum plus n I am writing. The same thing you could write it here. Sum plus equal to assignment operator I am using. So what I'm adding here, n value I'm adding, right? Now, a loop variable updation here, I'm going to reduce the n value. So n initially 5, in the next iteration it should be 4. So for that I'm going to do n minus equal to 1. So updation of a loop variable completed. I hope everybody is clear with this lines, right? Now let me explain the iterations will be happened during the execution of this program. Okay. Now let me write here. So n value, and here what is sum? So I'm writing here sum is equal to sum plus capital N, right? Now, what is the initial value of n? It is 5, right? So, initially sum equal to 0. Now, condition, let us verify the condition here. So, this 5 comes over here. So, 5 greater than or equal to 1. The condition is true. Condition is true. When condition is true, what I'm going to do? I'm updating sum with n, right? So, when assignment operator we have used, so we have to add the operands sum and n first, and then whatever the result we are getting, that we are adding to the left operand, which means sum equal to sum plus n. So initially sum is how much? 0 plus what is the n value now? 5. So let me write it here. 0 plus 5 equal to what? 5. So in sum at present we have 5. So after completion of this statement, so we have to reduce n value. So n value previously it is 5. Now, so we have to subtract with 1. So now n value becomes what? 4. When n value 4, now again control will go back to the top of the loop. Right? Now what is the updated n value here? So n value is 4 here. So let me write n value as 4. Now, is it 4 greater than or equal to 1? Yes, condition is true. When condition is true, update the sum, right? So previous sum is 5. Now, what is the n value? 4. Now, this result will be stored again in sum, right? So now in sum we have a value called 9. Now, what is happening here? We have to reduce n value. So previously it is 4. Now it becomes 3. Now again, control will go back to the loop. Now instead of this 4, we will be getting what now? 3, right? So it comes over here 3. Now yet again it checks the condition. Is it 3 greater than or equal to 1? Yes. So when condition is true, so update the sum. So previously it is 9 sum. Now, so 9 plus what is the n value? 3. Now it becomes 12. So in sum, so we have stored a value called 12. Now again, it is going to reduce the n value. Previously it is 3. Now it becomes a 2. Again, it goes back to the loop, and instead of 3, n value 2 will be there. Now it checks the condition again. So 2 greater than or equal to 1. So whether it is a true or not, the condition is true. Again, sum will be updated. So previously sum it is 12. Now 12 plus what is n value? 2. So which means 14. So in sum, we have stored a value called 14. Now again, n value will be reduced by 1. So previously it is 2, now it becomes 1, right? Now it will be go back to the top of the loop, and instead of 2, now n value we have here is 1. Now, is it 1 greater than or equal to 1? Yes, because equal to is there. So when condition is true, again we have to update with the sum. Previously sum is 14 plus what is n value? 1. Now in sum we are going to store 15. Now again we have to reduce n value. So right, so previously it is 1, now it becomes 0. Now again control will go back. Now instead of 1 we have a 0 here. Is it 0 greater than or equal to 1? Not really. So here condition false. When condition false, the control will be coming from this loop to outside. So right outside of the loop. So which means the cursor will be here, right? Now we have to identify sum. So the total sum is what? 15. That is stored in where? So some variable. Now here, if you print sum, you will be getting output. So I hope the idea of this program is clear. Now let's move to the IDE and execute this program. So let me take capital N. So I have to read from the user so that you could write it as int of input. So you could pass the message if you want. So I'm writing here, just enter the num. Right. So, and then I'm writing here, initially sum I'm taking 0. And write your while loop here. So while, and the condition I'm writing here. So n greater than or equal to 1. So when it reaches 1, we are coming out of the loop. Now let us update the sum plus equal to capital N. Now reduce the capital N value, n minus equal to 1. Now coming out of this loop, print sum. So let us execute it. So I am giving here number as 5. So now output we got 15, right? Now let me execute it once again. So if n value 10 given by the user, so sum is 55. So I hope you could understand what I have written over here, right? So if you want to pass the message here, you could pass the message. So here you may use even F strings also, since we did not discuss the F strings in order to format the string. So I'm going to pass the message here, the sum of the sum of. So here, what will happen? You could see if I have written n, so you may get n becomes 0. So actually, I just want to get sum of the n natural numbers. What is n here? Whatever the number given by user, it has to come here, but it won't come. Let us see what will happen. Sum of n natural numbers. Natural numbers is, right? So and then you just try to place comma, right? So if I have executed over here, what will happen? So enter the num 5. So what happened here? The sum of 0 natural numbers is actually it has to come 5 because initially n value is 5, right? User given the number as 5, so that value has been stored in n. What happened here? So since we are reducing n value here, so there is a change in the n. So at last we have n value, you could see in my program. So this is what the updated n value at last. So because of this, so the 0 comes over here, right? So further to avoid this, what I'm going to do, so user given value n, I'm going to store in another variable that is m. So I've taken a new variable m. So user given value will be stored in m now. So now instead of this capital N, now you may use small m. Now let me execute it. So 5, you could write. So sum of 5 natural numbers you will be getting. So I hope it is clear to everybody, right? Now let me execute it once again. So I'm giving 10 natural numbers. The sum of 10 natural numbers is 55. So I hope everybody is clear with this program, right? Now, so can you write the program without using this loop? Yes, you could write it. So since you are already familiar, that is sum of first n natural numbers formula. So if this is what approach number one, so you could take now approach number 2. So in this case, what I'm going to do is, so n value given by the user, that is 5. Now just I'm writing, so in print statement, so n into n into n plus 1 divided by 2. That's it. So you will be getting sum of the first n natural numbers, right? So now let us plug in the values here. So n value is 5. So here 5 plus 1 becomes 6. So here 2 can be cancelled 3 times. 5 threes, 15 will be the output, right? Now let us execute it. Now let us take n equal to 5 and writing one print statement here, that is n into n plus 1 divided by 2, right? So here, since we have used here normal division, what will happen? It gives float values. Now you could see the float value 15.0, right? So to avoid this 15.0, I just want to get only integral part. So for that, what I'm going to do here, you could write int of, right? Int of n into n plus 1 by 2. Instead of this, I'm going to save in one variable, that is a. And then I'm writing here print int of a. Right? Now let me execute it. So you will be getting output as 15. So if you want to get this message over here, right? So let me paste it. Here, no need, no problem at all. You could use even n here. So now let me execute it. So the sum of 5 natural numbers is 15, right? So if I have given 10, so you will be getting 10 natural numbers sum, right? So I hope everybody is clear with this program. So if it is clear and if you understood my videos, please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thanks for watching.